Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is about the 10 ways you can glow up without spending any money. This is a continuation of my video about the 9 luxury habits I broke in order to get my life back in control and to save money. So if you are coming to me from that video, I thank you. And some of you are used to my other content about luxury shopping. So this channel has really evolved me and changed me in many ways. And this video is going to be a little more about my personal life. This next part here is kind of like what actually happens when you stop spending that money and spend more time with yourself. Your mind settles and things become clear. So number 1 glow up habit is actually just stop going out. So ladies, listen up, because I know we don't like to say no. Stop feeling like you have to be there for every girlfriend who asks you to hang out. I started to look at this as a certain way, as my time and my money is for me and my daughter, and my brain can only hold so much. There have been times where I feel like girlfriend outings are like therapy sessions for free. It's kind of brain draining, especially when your girlfriends like to complain about the significant other or their dating life or lack of, and it's just like this complete session because you do outgrow your friends. You are in different places in your life. I might not have the same interests I did with a friend that I did from college to when we lived together 10 years ago. So nonetheless, it's like taking up your time and then you're spending money on an overpriced dinner. Would go home not feeling good about the whole thing. Now, don't get me wrong, girlfriend time is very important, but you have to see where it has to be a two-way street. And when you start leveling up your life, some people don't want to level up theirs, so they're holding you back and they're the caboose in your train, but the brakes are on. So they're kind of like trying to hold you from growing. And this does happen as you get older. And at some point you realize your friendships are no longer a two-way street. So honestly, I had to cut off my social life to start my YouTube channel and make it profitable, and that's it. And I had even announced that to certain girlfriends, and some weren't happy about it and fell off, and some were okay about it. It's just I did what I had to do. They either fade away or I found other ways to spend time with them, like come visit me at work or on my way to work, but I can't go out of my way. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And as a result, I learned to value my own time, like my own time, whether I was alone or doing something. That way, like I wasn't overextended, or when I do meet girlfriends, it's more meaningful than when you're available all the time. Now, number 2 glow up is stop being with people who think they are friends with you, but they're really competing with you. I find this is an epidemic with women friendships, that more and more females, they are in competition mode. I don't know, social media has created this monster of like, the more you do, girl boss, the more you acquire, let's size you up on your things. And then you have internet bullies saying, oh, I don't like that girl's lips, or she must have done this to get her man, or just there's so much criticism, and women are awful at it. Whereas men, I think, men, they can watch sports and bond over that. They can compete with their sports teams, but they don't tear each other down and compete with each other the way that women do. What bag do you have? What jewelry do you have? And I've been in situations in the past where I feel like I can't be part of this conversation unless I have a Gucci or a Louis Vuitton to fit in. And then I felt like I had to acquire it to fit in. But as I have evolved as a person, I realize I don't need these things and I don't need these people. And I have had friends actually reach out to me with the realization, I saw your video, I don't need my things, I sold my bags. I appreciate you guys. And furthermore to that, coworkers are not your friends. They will pretend to be. But as soon as you're up for the same promotion, they're competition. But also I've noticed, even if they're not competition, women can be very jealous. It's important to keep your energy to yourself. If they're gossiping about other people, they're gossiping about you. If they have a problem in their life, don't be the one to, oh, let me help them, let me talk them through it. No, save your energy. You need your own headspace to make good decisions for yourself. And don't even try to compete. Just walk away. If someone tries to compete with me and it's over silly things, like someone asked me, where did I park my car? I was like, in the charger station. And then she just went off about how her car was better than mine. She'd never buy an EV. And it was so silly. Like I could have stood there and debated with her, but I was like, no thanks, I'm just gonna walk away because she's trying to take my energy. There's a saying, the only person you have to compete with is yourself, but I don't even believe that. That would be the old me of like, oh, I did so bad today, I have to do better tomorrow. I'm like, no, I did really well today. And I can do even better tomorrow. I don't have to feel awful about myself for anything today unless I did something really bad. But as I'm learning more about myself, I'm learning that I'm not connected to the money or the things that used to make me feel good. You know, feel good about being the fashion girl. Look at my closet, look at my clothes. But now my closet is full. Like, I'm done. I don't even need any of that stuff. But, you know, I think girls can still bond about fashion. And I do like to say like, oh, look, this is from my closet from 20 years ago. Or I got this amazing skirt at Target for $5. And that to me is better than saying like, oh my gosh, my Chanel bag cost $3,000. Look at what I got. Because it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Okay, number 3, your workouts don't have to cost money. Whether it's the membership, the cute clothing, the lifestyle. This is another thing we get sucked into. Did you buy supplements? Did you buy your Lululemon? This is just another form of show off. So I currently work at my yoga studio so I can have a free membership. And then my other form of workout is taking a long walk by myself. This is so beneficial. I will walk with a meditation or just music or nothing at all. Listen, competition. You don't have to run all the miles. You don't have to show off about your workout. You don't have to record yourself working out. You don't even have to look cute working out. Do it for you. And walking is free. Walking is free. Do it by yourself. You don't have to have a workout buddy either. You can walk by yourself and then just listen to the voices in your head. What are they saying? Are they saying good things? Are they saying bad things? Are they saying insecure things? Why? Why are you having these thoughts? Can you enjoy some time in nature by yourself without your phone, without YouTube, without TikTok, without the news, without noise, without a workout buddy talking in your ear? It is so beneficial to spend time with yourself. Oh, and walking burns more calories than running. That's another thing. Don't let people tell you you're not doing cardio, you're not doing your weights, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Mind your own business. Everybody's body is different and everybody just has different tastes in response to different things. I've even seen videos of how much money people have spent on pickleball. Yes, it is part of being social, but you don't have to pay for friends. You don't have to pay for your physical and mental well-being. Walking's free, walking's free. Okay, so number 4 is a parenting mistake. Your kid does not need to have more than you had as a kid. So I fell into this trap when my daughter was 3. It was the Frozen era and Elsa and Anna. And when I saw her and everyone else was buying the dolls, I had to get them as well, thinking I don't want my daughter to miss out, when in reality I was fulfilling my childhood need of I don't want to miss out. I need to get that. Fall into consumerism. Get the thing so your daughter is not neglected. I don't know, is this an Asian thing that me and a lot of my friends feel like I want my kid to have more than I did? But the truth is, if I think about it, I was never in lack. And now society makes us feel like we're in lack, that we need to have all the things. Because when I was a kid, I remember getting 2 Barbie dolls a year, one for Christmas and one for my birthday. By the way, it is my birthday month. If you want to say happy birthday, click the link below that says buy me a coffee, and I would love to have a coffee to celebrate my birthday with you. But anyways, that Barbie doll gave me something to look forward to, where now, today, people are so crazy about instant gratification and they have to give their kid everything and even come from their mouths and say, because I didn't have anything, so I want to make sure my kid doesn't feel that. Where it's to the point where they can't even appreciate one thing because the next thing is coming in. And often I ask my daughter, do you remember this thing that we did at Disney? And she doesn't. That is not the way to go, because now I have all these designer kids clothes with tags on them, or she wore once. Why did I did that? I did that because I was filling a void at the time for me. And now I witness my friends doing this to their kids as if they're going to miss out on something. Because now we're teaching our kids that things are important, that material things are important. What your neighbor has, we're going to judge them on what they have in what they're wearing, or to expect things for birthday and Christmas and everything in between. We like to blame the kids, like their generation is screwed because they're all on iPads and stuff. But y'all, it's the parents' fault, okay? The parents are the ones that create the monster. Luckily, like my kid goes outside every day. She rides her bike. She's interacting. She's on her phone a little much, but it's really like us, our generation, our age that is screwed because we got used to work from home. We got used to being on apps, dating apps instead of meeting people in real life. And that is not normal. Let's let our kids be normal. Even witnessed so many parents with babies in the stroller, babies, toddlers with iPads. No, they do not need it. Their eyes need to look around and observe their surroundings. And these parents think, oh, if I give them an iPad, they'll be calm. But you're stimulating their brain so that when you take it away, they're not calm and screaming. It's literally doing the opposite. And you're making them dependent on a stimulant. Like if parents can't be calm without stimulation, how are your kids going to be? And further to that, I was never the parent that overloaded my kid with activities because activities are expensive. But I know those parents who compete and want to say, my kid does violin and soccer and taekwondo and kumon. What does your kid do? Well, she's 8 and she likes being a kid. Okay, enough of that. Number 5 is creating healthy boundaries. Now, as an Asian woman, I was such a people pleaser. I was born and raised a people pleaser to please my parents and then everyone around me and every relative. Creating healthy boundaries means saying no to all the things I mentioned above and to saying no to things that are not contributing to your life in a healthy manner, being it time, health, wealth, finances. You must say no to anything that drains you of any of the above. So this includes foods. If you have a goal for a healthy lifestyle, what are you putting into your body? Where are you not saying no to yourself? If you have friends who want to spend time or to talk to you about things that aren't contributing to your own mental health, I've had to say no. I used to think this made me a mean person, but it actually just makes me strong in my values and conviction, and it makes the other person value your time more. And let them know it's not okay to drain me right now. You teach people how to treat you, and if you're available for nonsense, they're gonna keep giving you nonsense and drain you of your good resources. Friends, relationships, work, even Starbucks. Okay, because the friend who calls me with her problems, I look at exactly the same as the $7 Starbucks drink calling me over saying, hi, I can make you temporarily happy. We can spend time. When that Starbucks drink is really saying, I'm 50 grams of sugar in exchange for $7. It's not going to look good on your body, but you know, it's like a temporary fix. Don't do it. Neither one is not a healthy two-way relationship. So cut that nonsense out right now. Okay, number 6, stop putting a dollar amount on things. Now, I just went through a massive decluttering where I used to look at things and say, oh, I paid $80 for this Crate and Barrel vase. So now I want this amount of money back from it, or I paid this much for this dress. This is the amount of money that I want for it. And then I had to turn that around because I was spending a lot of time thinking about that. And then the thing would sit for like another year. Well, in the end, it doesn't matter because it's taking physical space, and whatever amount of money, whether it's $20 or $200, is just energy and it needs to circulate. Otherwise, it's just stale. There's no money that can come in when that $20 or $200 item or whatever you think it is, it's not worth the amount that you actually paid for it. Nobody wants that vase for $2,000 or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. And the sooner you can figure that out, it's money that's already spent. Move it so something else can come in, whether it's something physical or just energy. So my mind was cluttered just looking at things and thinking, oh, I'll take care of it later. I'll take care of it later. But now that I just like released any dollar amount tied to it, thinking, wait, you bought that 20 years ago. You can let it go. And it's so freeing. Like I see friends stressing over things. Well, I worked so hard for that bag. I don't want to get rid of it. Well, but that process, the journey of getting it is what is fulfilled, is what is enjoyable, not necessarily the thing. So if you're saying, well, I worked so hard for it, this was from this promotion back in 2016, you're keeping yourself in past activities instead of just like dropping it and moving forward to the next adventure, the next journey or bag or whatever it is, the next part of your life that is waiting for you. There is no joy anymore in thinking back to like acquiring something you already acquired and brought it home. There's more to life than that. So not kidding, once I decluttered, the flow, the thoughts, the way I do my YouTube channel has become so much easier because I'm not consumed with waking up and thinking of all the things that I'm putting off of doing. There was like a lot of space that was occupied in my brain by just stuff. To add to that, I realized that hoarding my stuff was a form of protection. It was like my physical wall that matched my emotional wall to keep people away from me. And that's a whole nother Oprah. So number 7 is kitchen gadgets. And I love walking through Bloomingdale's and seeing all the kitchen gadgets, ice cream machine, coffee machine, all the things that inspire you to cook. When I had a wedding registry, I put all the Pottery Barn and Crate and Barrel thinking that, oh, I needed to have all these beautiful things in case I ever entertain. And then I just got rid of them because the only thing I need, I have like 2 pots, 2 pans, and an Instant Pot. I don't even have a coffee maker. I don't even have a rice cooker. These things do not make you a better cook. They just add clutter to your kitchen. It's just more stuff. It doesn't make you a better cook. Yeah, I've experienced that with my friends. Like when I can cook with my 2 pans, my Always pan, it's wonderful, and my Instant Pot. Okay, next, I did spend money to acquire this, but I spent money to save money. It's my hydroponics planters on my kitchen top that grows my herbs and veggies. And this is the best thing ever because you realize like you can grow your own lettuce and it tastes good. You don't have to go to Costco where like people pick the lettuce 5 hours away, then it comes here, then it's processed. And by the time you bring it home, it has no taste or you're putting salad dressing. But when you grow your own herbs and lettuce, they actually taste good. The herbs flavor it. It's so simple. It just needs water. It's not even complicated. And then it's like, wow, as Americans are so dependent on other people doing simple things for us, like growing vegetables, growing lettuce. Now I quite enjoy it. I wake up and I talk to my plants. Hello plants, how are you doing today? And it's kind of the best thing I've done this year other than decluttering. Okay, so number 9, turning off the news. Outside influences. Don't wake up with like, let me see what's negative in the world today. There are so many people who just want to wake up victims and negative, and they want to blame the economy, the president for their own personal circumstances. The thoughts that you start out with and the thoughts in your head really do manifest. So if you start your day with, I'm not winning, you're not going to win. If you think you're a victim, you're going to look for excuses. You're going to look to be offended. I mean, people come to work and they're like, the world's so awful today. And it's like, well, that's from behind your phone screen. Because I walked out of my house and everything's wonderful. You know, people create a lot of situations in your head. You don't need to be concerned, especially, I think people feel like if I show concern, then I'm morally correct. But some things are just none of your business. It doesn't affect you personally. You can live such a great life if you choose to, which leads to number 10. Lastly, gratitude. Start your day with gratitude. It's free. It's very simple. Every self-help guru, every self-help book will tell you to write down your 3 gratitudes daily, morning and night. And if you can't think of any, and there are some people who really can't think of any. I mean, just waking up is such a wonderful thing. You can thank God for things that have not transpired yet. Like, thank you for the abundance that is coming into my life. Thank you for the $10 million that is coming into my life. And it gets your mind and your body ready for good things and not defensive for bad things. And that, my dear, is free. And that is the quickest way to start your glow up journey. The result is when I see myself now, I look younger than I did even last year. I feel lighter, not physically, but like spiritually. I look happier. I feel happier. I am happier. I am starting to overcome my allergies. I'm starting to overcome my procrastination. Other people's opinions do not bother me. I'm more comfortable speaking my truth, and this comes with my YouTube channel. But I no longer shrink away in fear of what other people think about me, because actually it doesn't matter. And if someone does want to try to mess with me, I just don't react because I'm not tied to it. I am not tied to other people's emotions, opinions. I cannot control that. I used to be the people pleaser, like, oh, wait, let me explain myself. But what other people feel has nothing to do with me. So this glow up journey is about being comfortable with who you are and giving that love and energy to yourself and not these outside forces. When you give your energy to yourself, you start to love yourself so much that you glow up from the inside and you attract the right people. You recognize the correct opportunities and you do not look for material things that do not matter. So those are the 10 ways to glow up without spending any money. I hope you enjoy this content and please let me know in the comments if you want more. If any of this resonated with you, don't forget to celebrate my birthday with me by buying me a coffee, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.